Hello, good afternoon. Welcome back to Voices of Courage Asia channel. And this is Lilian here. Hello. Now, let me just give a quick check on the mobile phone. Yes, it is live. And yep, let me just very quickly share this live to the various community group. Okay, so that, yeah, share it to our community, Women of Courage Asia, as well as Connecting Mother Support Group. We have a few, what do you call that? We have a few communities, so to provide that ecosystem for everyone. Yeah, if you're joining us for the very first time, do check out our, what do you call that? Women of Courage Asia Facebook page as well as the group. Okay, and last but not least, as well as Her Courage Business Network. Her Courage Business Network is for female entrepreneurs. All right, female entrepreneurs. There you go. Okay. Yeah, today I am still in my sports gear because I started late this morning with my exercise morning walk and prayer walk, and the weather was great. The weather was it was so breezy and the weather was so nice, so I linger on at the beach for a while, and then yeah, here I am still in my attire, in my sports attire, but that's okay. Yes, so let's jump straight into the topic for today, right? You only have the lunchtime. That's like, maybe, we're going to just do 20 minutes about there to get your brain working. Remember, you feed your body, and here I am encouraging you to also exercise and feed your mind. Okay, so this channel is all about renewing your mindset. We want to encourage you to transform with courage, go from being stuck in fear, self-doubt, and limiting beliefs to living a life of courage, purpose, and significance. All right, so that's why I'm doing this every week. And today's question is, hey, is that you? Really? Is that you? Really? Huh. You see, those of us in our community, would have heard about me saying that. Do you know that there are 4 images about yourself? At least minimum, about 4 images about yourself. And oftentimes, you may feel that you are not being yourself, or you question, is that me? Is that really me? And sometimes I hear women telling me that they experience this thing called the imposter syndrome. Now, before we jump into the 4 images that commonly I see, right, during the coaching and interacting with different women. Now, these are the 4 images that most women will experience. Before we jump into that, I want to talk a little bit about identity. Identity. Uh, who do you see yourself as? Oftentimes when we ask a person, hey, how are you? Share a little bit about yourself. And guess what? Most people will start introducing themselves as the things, the jobs or the roles that they perform, that they do, right? They will introduce themselves as a doctor or a lawyer or a CEO, or they will identify themselves with the role that they perform, right? Nothing wrong with that. It's just that that is not who we are really, right? That is the role that we are performing in our scope of work, right? So because when all that is being stripped away, when you are no longer being a doctor or a lawyer or a coach even, who are you? Who are you? What is your identity? You want to be able to be very sure about your identity. Otherwise, what's going to happen is that You'll be flowing along and swaying along with whatever jobs and titles that were given to you. That's why some people, when they are working as in a management level, for example, right? I talked to many women who was in the corporate world before, and they climbed the corporate ladder and they reached the management level, the C-suite level. And if they encounter certain retrenchment, which I spoke to many who was retrenched or they were retired, and after that, there is a sense of loss, a sudden sense of lost, because they have been so used to being that CEO or CFO or CCO or COO, whatever yeah, whatever title that was given to them, and therefore there is this attachment and association of their identity to that job title. So yeah, you know that you are having a identity issue when the titles are being stripped away, when you are no longer needed for the job. So then who are you really? Hey, who are you? So that's my question for you today. Okay, I hope that you didn't eat and choke on your food because you are really thinking, yeah, who am I? Who am I? Okay, but okay, let me just share screen here. Just share this screen with you. And yeah, so the question is, who am I? And usually, like I mentioned, I wanted to share the 4 images, right? But some, because many women that I spoke to, they come to a point in their life where they feel confused, right? And they feel there's a loss of identity, and they experience certain level of fears, right? Because of the uncertainty, because right now, the jobs are no longer there, and or they are no longer needed for the role that they are contributing, right? It could also, moms can also face this issue, because when the kids were younger, they need more of us, right? They need more of our attention, more of our time. But as the kids grow and they have their own friends, they have their own areas to explore, passion to pursue, and they are spending more time and discovering about themselves. So probably we spend less time with them, and they no longer need us to feed them, and dress them. They can do all that. They are independent already. So some moms, especially stay-at-home mom, may feel that, hey, I'm no longer needed. And then that's where there's this loss of identity, right? So there are different fears that because of the uncertainty that moving forward, and who am I really? And then begin to start doubting about themselves. So these are just very common things that I notice, right? When coaching different women from different backgrounds. Right. So there are 4 image or 4 perceptions of self, how you see yourself. Right. So I'm going to just very quickly highlight that. So the first one is your self-image, how you think about yourself, how you view yourself. Right. That is the self-image. Do you see yourself as a victim? Do you see yourself as a victor, an overcomer? Do you see yourself as a leader? Do you see yourself as strong? Do you see yourself as fun-loving, right? Do you see yourself adventurous? How do you see yourself? That's one perception about yourself, right? Number 2, projected image. You see, the interesting thing is this: how you see yourself and how you project yourself may not be congruent. All right, it may not be the same. That's where the women who mention about they feel that they are imposter. They suffer from imposter syndrome because the projected image and the projected image and the self image are not congruent. All right. So that is when you may feel that you are an imposter. Okay. And that you're not being real. So you just want to, because you desire to have certain image, right? How others see you. So you project that image all the time. But it can be very tiring and exhausting and weary over time because that is not your true self, right? And that's not how you see yourself. How you see yourself and how you project yourself is not consistent and not congruent. So it gets very tired after some time. All right. And then the third one is perceived image. And that's how others are seeing you. First is how you see yourself, how you project yourself, and also how others are seeing you. Right? How you project, how you see yourself may not be how others are seeing you. So again, there's another image. Okay. That's why sometimes people tell you, hey, I see you are so inspiring, you are so strong, you're doing all these things, so happening, right? That's how they see you. That's their perceived image about you. But on your part, that's not the image that you're projecting, for example, right? Maybe you are projecting a very introverted person, low profile. You project that image, right, as low profile as possible, speak only when spoken, whatever, right? But that's not what others are seeing. Okay, maybe because your behavior may not be congruent to that. So there is incongruency here. All right. And it's even worse when how you see yourself is something else. So now, right now, you have there are three different images, right? So, of course, the last one that I really want to encourage all of us to invest time in discovering is your real you, okay? Your real authentic self, your authentic self. Okay, so how do we you may ask me, Lilian, how do I find out, about that? First thing first, you want to be very, very truthful, which I oftentimes use the word brutally honest with yourself. First thing first, right? So, and also to check in on how you are seeing yourself. Okay, your self image, how you are viewing yourself. So examining and exploring this different perspective of your self image, right, is a great place to start. Okay, so if you have a coach, go to your coach, work on that. If you don't, you can always reach out to me or reach out to my team. Okay, so yeah, just a very quick sharing, and just want to throw this question to you, asking you, hey, is that really you? Is that you? Is that you really? Okay, and the freedom and the liberty to being you, to take the courage and to just be you. There is so much freedom and liberty to be your authentic self. And first and foremost, I think you want to know where your identity is anchored on, or who your identity is anchored with, right? For I'm a person of faith, so of course, my identity is anchored in my Creator, right? In Jesus Christ, my Lord, right? So when I know who I am the daughter of the Most High King, right? The Creator of this universe, and my Creator knows who I am. And when I know and discover his perception of me, because the Creator knows the creation the best, isn't it? Just like the iPhone creator knows everything about the creation, right? The iPhone. Likewise, my Creator knows everything inside out, every cell, every nerves, every neurons, right? Everything about me, my Creator knows. And therefore, when I anchor my identity with my Creator, it is as solid as the rock, right? I will not be shaken. I will not be associating myself with this title or that title, whether I have these achievements, these accolades or not. It doesn't bother me. right? And I won't be bothered by how many likes do I have, how many people are following me. That doesn't matter, because I know who I am. And as long as when I'm connecting on a one-to-one basis, whoever that I am connecting with, we experience that genuine, authentic relationship and connection. That is priceless. All right. And that is freedom. There is freedom and liberty to take the courage to be you. Right. So in the effort of awakening the courage in every woman, and I've discovered my calling, and I hope that you will discover yours as well. And for those of you who have already discovered, you know, congratulations. Continue to work towards that calling and impact more people, inspire more people, right? So for me and my team, we are in the mission to inspire and encourage women and to awaken their courage. Because once they awaken the courage and knows who they are, and reconcile with themselves in their identity, and they begin to flourish, and that courage will ignite their power of influence. Therefore, when they are being real to themselves, being authentic, they start to influence others, because they start to lead themselves. And when you start to lead yourself, others are looking at you. Remember, there is a perceived image, and others will be attracted to you, and that's where you can add value to their lives. All right. So how we do that? One of the ways, there are many ways that we do it in our community. Right. One is through the monthly empowerment meeting, which is pro bono. Come every last Tuesday of the month. If you just missed this month's monthly empowerment meeting, don't worry, don't fret. Just join us next week, and next week, next month. We are meeting in person. All right, we are meeting in person. So join us. So through the community, through the pro bono monthly empowerment meeting, that's how we can provide that safe space for women to come together. And then the other area of support is through the Transform with Courage Bootcamp. Now, I'm very passionate about this bootcamp because it is a program that is custom tailored by women for women, right? Because we understand what we went through as a woman in the journey of womanhood and in the journey of motherhood. Yeah, the different challenges we face as a woman. So the program is custom tailored for women. Right. Men, we love you too, right? I do run programs for men as well, and I mean for corporate as well. But I'm talking about this Transform with Courage bootcamp, where it is specifically custom tailored for women and by women. Okay, and we are very happy that we're going to bring it to KL, Malaysia this year. Of course, you can join us over. Just cross the border, right? Get your own flight tickets or a transport ticket and join us. Right, it's a 3 days, 3 nights, full immersion uh, program with different coaches that I invite to a journey together with us to empower women. All right, to awaken the courage, yeah, and experience your breakthrough, because we are going to look into your mindset. We are looking into your emotional state, as well as your physical body, and of course not forgetting taking action, right? Coming out with a strategic action plan. And we don't just stop there, not just 3 days, 3 nights, but we also has post bootcamp support system in place to ensure the sustainability of your transformation journey, right? So we put in a lot of thoughts and effort into designing this program, and many women are already experiencing their breakthrough and doing great works out there. Some of them has ignited because of their courage, they have ignited their power of influence and are influencing so many people in their own sphere, right? So we hope to see you transform with courage as well. Okay, so do join us for the bootcamp. Okay, and just going to quickly share the link here. Where is it? Yes, there we go. Yeah, just go to class living right? This is the specific link which I put into the caption, but you can just go to classliving.com.sg, right, and look for Transform with Courage Bootcamp, right? And courage to be you. All right, courage to be you. That is the message that I want to. I want you to take it in. All right, take the courage to be you. All right, to be the real, authentic you, and enjoy the freedom and liberty in your lifetime. Okay, so yeah, I'm not going to rattle on anymore. So I'll see you next week. Continue to enjoy your lunch and not forgetting to think about what you are thinking. Right? For today, think about your identity. I'll see you again next week. Bye.